Hello, parents and guardians of our Catoosa County students. We are so honored to have your children in our schools each day. We've had an amazing school year, and I want to make sure that we all finish strong. I know student safety is the highest priority for parents, and I want to assure you that safe schools are the highest priority for the Board of Education and for me as well. We have many layers of protection in place to keep our students and employees safe from external threats. However, sometimes a threat can become internal, and it typically is from a student. With the rising number of incidents involving school violence in our country, we must take every potential threat seriously. Spoken words, written statements, and social media posts about violence, weapons, or threats are always taken seriously and investigated by our administrators and the sheriff's office. Our words matter, and they can lead to very serious consequences. Any threat of violence against a school staff member or another student may result in school discipline and has the potential for an arrest and criminal charges. As a former police officer, I have several guns in my home, but I always keep them in a safe location. Parents and guardians, please make sure that any weapons in your home are stored in such a way that they're not accessible to children. Additionally, if your child has an airsoft gun or other toy gun, please make sure they never bring that to school. Many of these weapons look real and can cause panic or even lead to a school lockdown. Please know, if we discover a student with any type of firearm or other weapon on school grounds, it can result in very serious discipline and has the potential for an arrest. I want to assure our community that I take school safety personally. It's my highest priority.
Hello. Just like Superintendent Nix, it's my duty to ensure our schools are a safe place to learn. I understand that sometimes students may think they are joking with friends and may not realize the seriousness of the statements they say or write on social media. Please talk to your students about how much their words matter, even when they are angry or joking. Students can never make statements that involve harm to another person. Words and phrases such as "I'm going to kill you," "I'm going to bring a gun or knife to school," or "I have a kill list" or a death note will always be investigated and will result in serious school disciplinary actions and potential criminal charges. Please have conversations with your children about making comments that are or could be threatening. It is often a fine line between discerning what is an angry comment with no real intent of harm and what is a credible threat. We must take all threatening comments, written statements, and social media posts seriously. Social media posts and text conversations outside of school can also result in discipline and criminal charges if a school student is threatened. Any text or post that is threatening will be investigated by the school and the sheriff's office. This includes social media pictures of students with weapons that can be perceived as threatening. Since many perpetrators of school violence on social media prior to their actions, it is important that we all work together to be alert and report suspicious activity immediately. Please encourage your children to share potentially threatening posts or messages with you. I know children don't want to snitch on their peers, but students play an important role in keeping our schools safe. Telling is not tattling, it's protecting others. We use the phrase "see something, say something" in our schools. So please talk about this with your children at home and encourage them to immediately report anything out of the ordinary to an adult. We also believe that safe schools are also a drug-free school. Vaping is an epidemic with young people. We began in secondary schools, but we have begun to see elementary students with vape devices. Students in possession of vape pens with THC will face serious consequences at school and possibly a felony charge. Additionally, CBD and Delta-type edibles are illegal for kids and not allowed in our schools. Edibles are not approved by the FDA and therefore illegal in Georgia. As an adult, you may choose to purchase and consume certain types of edibles, but please make sure they are in a very secure place in your home. Children are curious and very resourceful, so please ensure that edibles are not accessible to children.
Our schools are mirrors of our communities. Just as our communities have changed, so have our schools. Our children are growing up in a world that is very different than when I was in school. We didn't have to worry about social media, cell phones, or vapes. I don't remember ever seeing a police officer in my school. It concerns me that today's students are worried about being safe at school because of violence that has occurred in our nation. I hope you are confident that we are working daily to maintain safe and drug-free schools. But school safety is a collaborative effort with parents and guardians. Please have conversations with your child about their words and their social media posts. Words matter now more than ever. As we end the school year, there are so many fun activities planned in all of our schools. To make sure we finish strong, we need your help in preventing situations that put students at risk of school discipline and legal consequences. I greatly appreciate your partnership as we work together to keep our schools safe, and I look forward to celebrating the end of a fantastic year with our students and families.